before we go too far into this, you were talking about, lawful versus unlawful, and the language here really matters. I've seen undocumented used, unauthorized, the administration pushes the illegal aliens line.
It's a big problem that we don't have good language for this. The U.S. urgently needs better immigration policy. That's got to come from public debate. Good public debate requires a shared set of terms. We understand what a chair is, what a microphone is. Popular on the political right is the idea of an illegal immigrant. And many of the people that we're talking about and are described frequently in the press that way, there's nothing illegal that they did. If we're talking about a Venezuelan or a Haitian who arrived on a special humanitarian parole program created for them starting in October of 2022, we're talking about people who entered lawfully. And on the political left, we often get undocumented. The same Venezuelan and Haitian have documents signifying their status to be lawfully present and lawfully work in the U.S. A neutral and factual term for the people we're talking about, almost all of the people we're talking about, is inadmissible. This is a person who doesn't qualify for a U.S. visa, even though they entered. They can't be legally admitted, but you can be inadmissible and enter lawfully or not lawfully. You can be inadmissible and be lawfully present or not lawfully present. You can be inadmissible and be documented or undocumented. Yes, this is a moment in the U.S. of convulsive policy change by any measure. A lot of those policies are seeking to curtail the number of people entering the U.S. and remove large numbers of people from the U.S. The motto of the administration in this effort is, and quoting Stephen Miller, America is for Americans and Americans only. Immigration is America. About 45% of the population either is an immigrant, or their parents were an immigrant, or they have an immigrant grandparent. I am one of those 45% of Americans with an immigrant grandpa. These are people we know and intimately interact with. They're us. Something that I wish people understood just about the economic aspect of that integral nature of immigration in America is that without immigration right now, the U.S. labor force would be shrinking rapidly. It would be shriveling away. We've seen restrictions on high-skilled work visas, on student visas, all of them lawful immigrants. And beyond that, we've seen a program of policy to exile U.S. citizens, natural-born U.S. citizens who are dependent children, but their parents are authorized immigrants. And finally, as we speak, before the U.S. Supreme Court, the administration is arguing for the right to treat those U.S. citizens as if they were not U.S. citizens, but actually expatriate them. And a team of economists led by Chloe East at the University of Colorado analyzed this data, asking the question, well, how many U.S. jobs were opened up by mass deportation under the Obama administration? And the answer is negative. That is, mass deportation eliminated U.S. jobs. And I don't mean that they resulted in Americans losing their jobs who could then 2 weeks later turn around and find another job. I mean that the number of jobs held by U.S. workers, county by county, went down permanently.
There just weren't, there's just fewer jobs.
Yes. The immovable object is our legal system, which was fundamentally built by my great-grandparents' generation, and has the last time it was substantially revised was 35 years ago. In recent years, I believe 74% of the green cards for the United States have been family-based, and only 17% employment-based. Something like 7 or 8% refugees, 3% diversity visa. So to first order, we're talking about a family reunification system that's not really geared to respond to economic change. And certainly the quotas that are baked into law and revised once every generation or two are not at all responsive to economic or even tectonic demographic change. When you have a cracking system that was set up for a different world facing the forces of the 21st century, chaos is guaranteed, and that's what we're seeing.